Using his legs, it's Hills. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good thing.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Hurtado. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. The offense changing the play. Play action on first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Here's the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. Can they catch him? Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as well. The second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to throw. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Hills. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dahl. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry up.
Arizona State.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Looking for space. It's Hurtado. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Arizona State.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 9.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man, it's Hills. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The quick out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
48, Northwestern, 3.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got it in the middle, it's high. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The inside handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll pitch it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Brings it in down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice...
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 13 over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll try to get outside. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hines. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal. Convert this 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Might be changing the route. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here we go. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot.
Turning it on!
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the Bearcats. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the wildcat. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Nice move there. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 37 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Look out, he's got room.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. They'll try the left side. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right?
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Single play, hit the big chunk, get the touchdown. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.